What is the new Battlestar Galactica series going to be about? Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So, we know that there is a new Battlestar Galactica series coming. There's actually also going to be a movie. But what is the series going to be about? How are they going to make it different while still existing within Ronald D. Moore's universe as promised? Ronald D. Moore has already rebooted the Battlestar Galactica series and created something that really does still stand up. So Sam Esmail, and I completely agree with him, doesn't want to mess with that. He wants to keep that as canon and do a series that is within that universe.
This is the commander. Moments ago, this ship received word of a Cylon attack against our home worlds is underway. We do not know the size or the disposition or the strength of the enemy forces, but all indications point to a massive assault against colonial defenses.
How do we do something that's different, but still within canon? So, I do have a little bit of an idea, and I think Sam Esmail accidentally has given us a bit of a hint on what they intend to do. So, in an interview a few months ago, Sam Esmail was talking about how they actually plan to, on the Peacock network, release this series a little bit differently. They've basically realised that on a streaming service, you can release the episodes any way you like. They can do it all in one go. They could do it in little drips and drabs. They could do it on one day a week. They could do whatever they want. So why not do it in a way that actually adds something to the story? And at one point he says there's going to be a big battle sequence. And over 3 episodes, we're going to see that battle from 3 different perspectives.
This is going to be a classic defeat. Spoken of throughout the star system for 1,000 yards. Launch fighters.
But what could those 3 perspectives be? Well, it makes sense that one would be the humans, refugees trying to escape the Cylon War, but that's been done. So how do they do something a bit different with that? But it makes sense that that would be one of the perspectives. One perspective is obviously going to be a Cylon perspective, the attackers. Well, to consider what the third aspect could be, we have to consider the Cylons and what we know. Right, so the Cylons were constructed by man. There was a war. They left. The Cylons believe in one god. They're monotheistic. The humans believe in multiple gods. An interesting twist that Ronald D. Moore found quite funny when he did the original series, because normally, in these types of things, the people that believe in multiple gods are the bad guys and the good guys are the ones that believe in one god. So, interesting little twist there. But the Cylons believe that they need to eradicate humanity before they can really become in touch with their god, because they believe that God made humanity and made them imperfect, but then, through humanity, built the Cylons to be closer to that perfection. Now, the Cylons have at times tried to create hybrids that are part human, part Cylon. There was a whole breeding program by one of the 7. And even as far back as the first Cylon War, the Cylons were trying to do this. The Cylon hybrids that control and are the heart of all base stars originally were humans taken, kidnapped during the original Cylon War and basically experimented upon. The Cylons, though, had gone on to continue that experimentation through sexual hybridization, actually breeding hybrids with humans. So, could it be that the third perspective is one of these hybrids? Perhaps a hybrid on a base star reaches a different kind of consciousness. Because we also know that within the Cylon hierarchy, they didn't always agree. For example, number 2, or Leo Bon Kanoi, said that the hybrids could hear God, that they were closer to God somehow. Now, if they believe that as part of their religion, perhaps the hybrids that were very strange characters, the hybrids within the base stars were very strange characters. They would have almost levels of orgasmic pleasure when the ship sort of did things like go into go to light speed and things, or did light jumps.
Mists of dreams drip along the nascent echo, and love no more. Jump.
Counting down, all functions nominal, all functions optimal. Counting down, the center holds.
But they also seem to be controlling the Centurions in some way. In one episode, we see a hybrid being disconnected from the base star. And when he does, the Centurions seem to lose control, lose power, die even. So, could we see a scenario where a hybrid, either a bred hybrid species, maybe a ship that's just full of hybrids, or a hybrid from a base star, changes their mind about this decision to wipe out humanity and maybe sees the people, the humans, as God's children. Something that maybe instead of being exterminated should be protected. The whole series then could be a very strange mix of the Cylons that are then protecting humanity, trying to decide what to do. They're in a turmoil. Can you imagine actually Centurions wandering around, the humans not knowing what the hell to do about it and how to deal with that? I mean, I could see that actually being really interesting. There's elements of humour potentially there possible, because, you know, the people trying to figure out what the hell to do with this new scenario. All of a sudden, their mortal enemy actually protecting them. There are really interesting moral stories there, and, you know, ways to explore morality and what it is to be human, potentially. It could expand upon this whole Cylon mythos about their religion, and we could see that from a different angle as well. This theory could be a really interesting way for us still to have a series that is Battlestar Galactica, that will still feel like Battlestar Galactica, but at the same time, that little bit different.
Jump.
A slightly different aspect on a similar story within the same universe, because there is nothing to say that within what we've seen of Battlestar Galactica, Ronald D. Moore's Battlestar Galactica, that more humans didn't survive somewhere else. But we cannot have the same series again. We cannot have another Battlestar with another bunch of refugees trying to escape the Cylons. Now, there are other Battlestars. We know about the Pegasus and things like this, but that's been done. They need to do something different. So, just maybe, this is a way they could go. So guys, get into the comments, tell me what you think. Is this a theory that has just come out of the top of my head and is utter madness? Or is it something that you'd actually like to see? Or is there another idea that you've got that you would love to see? Get in the comments and tell me exactly what you think. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, thumbs up, thumbs down, helps nobody. And if you want to become a fully fledged Sidetracker, you can consider hitting that join button. It really supports the channel. As always, please guys, stay safe. I'll see you soon.